Hello, hello. Let me change the view. There we go. Hello. Welcome to the January Spotlight video. We're going to go over the whole entire January Hero Story release. I'm Shannon with Hero Arts. Let me put that aside. I'm so excited to share with you guys this release. I think it's so beautiful and cute. Let me pop back to the comments here. There we go. All right. So we're going to go over the card kit as well as the other subscriptions, the cling, this clear set, the clear die set, clear stamp set and die set. The layering stencil, which is a beautiful one, as well as the fancy die of the month. So we're going to go through all of that as well as some of the extraordinary extras. And there's a great one in this kit. So I'm going to go ahead and change my view and let's get started looking at all these products as well as some really pretty samples. I have a lot from the creative team and as well as a couple samples of my own here. Let's change view. There we go. Hello, Happy New Year. That's right, it's New Year. Hello, Jan. Hello, Vicky. Hello, Maggie. Hello, Mary. Hello, Kelly. Hello, Sama. Rhonda. Welcome. Hello. All right, I'm going to start with the card kit. I'm so excited you guys are here. I can't wait to show you this kit. Hi, Beth. It's really beautiful. If you haven't had a chance to check out the blog hop, I encourage you to check that out. It was shared today. There's incredible inspiration there. Hello, Happy New Year. Hello, welcome. And I'm blown away by how much it's included in this kit. There's so much and really a ton of possibilities. Hello, everyone. Happy New Year. Let's start with the card kit and the awesome color layering stamp set that's included in the kit. It's this beautiful typewriter and floral set. These are color layering stamps, so you stamp them and kind of build your design. There's basically just 2 layers for every image. The reason I say basically because these are not actually layered on top of each other. They're single stamps. Vicky says, how do you know if we buy the full bundle, will we be getting a Hero Arts project bag like we have in the past? That's a great question, Vicky. I don't know. I apologize. What I would recommend to do, Vicky, is email info@heroarts.com. The reason why I don't know, I'm not sure if things changed. So that's why I would encourage you to email info@heroarts.com just to make sure that they can look that up and figure that out for you. But I hope so. I can't remember now. Things went back and forth. So I'm not entirely sure at this moment. My typewriter is older than that one. Really? How can you tell by looking? Is it how it's designed? That's interesting. Vicky says, it's been a long time since we've gotten a color layering. It has been, Vicky. She says, it's been a long time since we had a color layering set. Absolutely. I agree. This is a nice one too. I really love the florals. Again, like I was saying, they're only 2-step. So you have a base and then a detail layer for all the florals, all the leaves. For this typewriter here, these are kind of 2 separate stamps. You have I forgot what this was called. The top portion of the typewriter, and then you have the keys here, and then you have a couple more leaves. Again, a base and a detail, a base and a detail, some flowers that go with these, some of these stems. There's actually flowers that go with them. Mindy, yes, isn't it pretty, Mindy? I'm so glad you're here, Mindy. Mindy had some beautiful projects as well as videos for this release, so definitely check those out. There's some on our Hero Arts YouTube channel. All right, so let's look at, I think I might have some of these. No, I have the typewriter stamped out. I was gonna say, I think I have some of these flowers stamped out, but I think I just have the typewriter. I think I used all of them in a card. That's what happened. But I'll show you the typewriter anyways. So here is the typewriter, all stamped out and die cut with the frame cuts. And let's grab those real quick because there are frame cuts for all of these, for all the flowers. You see, you have 2 single flowers, 2 flowers that have stems, and then 2 leaves. And then you have a die cut for or a die, I should say, for the typewriter. And this is what it looks like, all stamped out. And again, the typewriter is 2 layers for the base of the typewriter. Then you have the top part portion that kind of actually stamps over what you've stamped here, which is actually really nice. I think it adds more interest. And then you have the keys, the stamp for the keys. So all 4 of those stamps make up this typewriter. Really, really pretty and lots of detail. I love it. Lots of dimension. And the flowers, you know, I think I'll just jump to a card because I think that will show you the flowers better. We will do this one here. So here are the flowers on this card. You can see they're stamped out and they're leaves. Super pretty. Love them. I love how they go with the typewriter. They're just really pretty. You could have them like I have on the sides of the typewriter. You can have them coming out of the typewriter. I think that's a fun idea too. And I think Mindy did a card like that, which I have to share. So really pretty. Let's look at some other cards before we move on. Yes, let's look at some other cards. I'm just going to remember my samples I have. Let me grab those other cards. Here we go. So we have Sika's card here. Beautiful. Look at, she stamped the typewriter in different colors. Love that. She has a paper coming out of the typewriter saying happy birthday. So perfect. Love her background as well. That's also a die in the kit, and I'll show you that too in just a second. Then we have this beautiful example. This is a great example of the flowers stamped in different colors as well as the typewriter stamped out. Really pretty. And then here's Mindy's card. Yay! Gorgeous. She stamped the flowers and had them come out of her typewriter. And I love that look. And look at her little sentiment down in the corner. That's so cute. A little token from me to you. So sweet. And that's actually it for those. Let's put that away. I have more samples to show you, but I just wanted to show you a couple samples that had that featured these stamps and the coordinating frame cuts. So that's just part of what's included in the January card kit. There's so much more. I'm going to pop over to the comments. Kelly says, mine has individual arms for each letter. Wow. Number and punctuation. Wow. What? I would love to see a picture of that. I'm going to have to go look that up, Kelly. I'm really curious now. Mindy says you typed on one of those. What? Will it be available? No, it's not available on the Spellbinders website. It's only available on the Hero Arts website. So you'd have to go to heroarts.com to find this kit. And it's amazing. I think I have it in the description. Hopefully that link works. That'll take you right to the collection, which has this card kit as well as the other products I will share in this video listed. All right. So also this is the frame cut. So let me explain the difference between this is the fancy cuts included in the kit. This is the frame cuts. And I think this is a great time to explain the difference between frame cuts and fancy cuts. So frame cuts are designed to coordinate with your stamped images. So they will be the ones that cut out that outline, that border, and they, oh, thank you, Mindy, for checking. They will, and they go specifically designed to coordinate. These are like your coordinating dies. So that's what the frame cuts are, your coordinating dies. The fancy cuts are standalone dies. So they are dies that can actually be used all on their own. They do not need to be used with the stamped set because you can see they have all these additional detail cuts that they will make in your cardstock. So they can be used actually all by themselves. But this kit was designed that you could, if you wanted to, use the stamp set with the fancy cuts. So that's really, really fun that you have both of those options. And this fancy cut set also has a die that cuts out a piece of paper that you can actually feed into your typewriter die cut. So let me show you some of those. And you guys, I didn't know until I saw some of the cards by the creative team that I did not feed my paper in correctly. I could actually feed it through the other side. So now I feel really dumb. So let me show you these fancy cuts. Aren't the fancy cuts so cute? And I love that you can use both. So we have, here's some of the flowers. You know, let me get one set. I don't want to confuse anybody, so we'll get one set of flowers here. I have extras. And we'll put them right next to their counterparts. How about that? So we have beautiful. You can see all the, let's see if I can get in the light, all the beautiful cuts that the die makes into the paper. So you can see how they could be used all by themselves. So, so pretty. So there they are. Put those there. So cute. Love that. Here's the typewriter, all die cut out. You can see there all the detail that the die actually makes on the paper. And it even will cut the paper, or, well, your typewriter, in such a way that you can feed the sheet of paper through. So I realized just today that I was doing it wrong. I was doing it like that. But the very, very smart design team designed it so you can actually really feed it in just like a typewriter. I mean, look at that, guys. That's so cool. I wish I did that on my card. How do you say that? Your platen? Is that right? Platen? That's, I looked it up too before. That's the upper portion here. Well, you guys, sounds like you guys know. But yeah, that is so cool, right? Oh my gosh, I can't get over that. I'm so bummed I only did it like this on all my cards when I could have done it like totally accurate. Platen? Gosh, I'm so bad. Soft A. Ah. Platen. Hopefully I said that right. Platen. Okay. So I was doing long A. I was saying A, hard A, platen. Yes, last one. Okay. Thanks, guys. New word. That's so cool. I think that's so great. I'm blown away. I wish I knew how to feed my paper in correctly before I made my card. But really awesome fancy dies. Really, really pretty. All right. And then if that wasn't enough, you have the frame cuts, the fancy dies, the stamp set. There is another die set included in this kit. Oh, I feel like I should show you some samples first. Let me show you some samples using the fancy cuts real quick. Since we've just finished with those, let me pop over. Why I forget every time. I don't know why. Oh, because they changed it. They changed it on me. All right, we left off here. We have this beautiful card by Anna. You can see how she used just the frame cuts for her typewriter and her flowers. She did actually do a little bit of coloring though on her die cuts for the flowers, and it looks stunning. Love them all coming out of that typewriter, and her sentiment on a heart. So cute. Then we have this beautiful card by Lisa. Such a beautiful, clean and simple card. She used color cardstock to die cut her flowers out. So she didn't color them, but she did go through and cut out some of the details of the typewriter and like almost paper piece it onto a base. Lots of work here. Looks stunning. And then we have this one. So the next two samples I'm going to show you are actually samples where the creator incorporated the fancy cuts. So the cuts that can be used all on their own, standalone dies, with the color layering stamp set. And you can see she actually stamped out her typewriter with the color layering stamp set and then die cut it with the typewriter fancy die. And that's how she was able to feed in her paper. Very, very cool. And she did it the correct way. And the platen. And then we move on to this beautiful one by Rachel as well. She stamped it out and then die cut it with the fancy die. So she was able to feed her paper through. And you can actually see she framed her die cut typewriter with a die cut with one of the fancy die cuts. So I'm sorry, the frame cuts. So it has that black border. My brain broke for half a second. Okay. And then last we have, Natasha's beautiful card with the flowers coming out. Love that. Where's Mindy's card? I also have Mindy's card here. Maybe I don't. And then I have this beautiful one by also Natasha. Really, really stunning. This is Natasha V. Before it was Natasha P. Really, really beautiful. Again, featuring the stamps and the fancy cuts. All right, let's pop back over. So beautiful. Yeah, the black really makes it pop. They're really, really pretty. All right. They really did, Mindy. They made such beautiful cards. All right, so that is kind of the typewriter and floral part of the release. There's also a heart die set that goes with this. But I think maybe actually I'm changing gears. I'm going to show you the second clear set included in this card kit, which is the typewriter messages set. So basically all the cards you've seen so far have used this as their sentiment. And there's just a bunch of wonderful sentiments in this set. You have thinking of you, a bunch of XOXO. I want to make sure you hear happy birthday, my dear. Sending lots of love your way. We all know it's true. My best friend is you. I like that one a lot. Happy birthday. That's always a great one to have. I just have one thing to say. I hope you have a nice day. Super cute. I love you. And then a little token from me to you. All these sentiments are scaled to fit on that piece of paper that coordinates with your typewriter. So they're all sized to fit in that frame. Even I love you. And then you have some additional, in addition to all those sentiments I read out, there's these 3 images, a heart, two hearts and a butterfly. And they're made up of little words or letters. And they make great little backgrounds or little accents. I thought that was such a fun idea to make images out of letters. Very clever, very cool. Yes, I agree. This was really well put together kit. Really, really well thought out. I agree. Super cool. All right. So that's kind of your sentiments. Now I should say that's all of the typewriter floral part of this card kit. There's actually also a whole cover plate set that's also included in this card kit. So in addition to all this, there's also this, my brain forgot what it was called. I think it's just called Nesting Hearts cover plate. I think that's what it's called. But it's this big, this 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 cover plate, and the die will cut out this beautiful spoked kind of radiating heart background. And then you have all these hearts, this nesting heart set included. So it creates this beautiful design. I love this one so much. I think I'm going to use this a ton. One of the things I really like about the set is the size of these hearts. They are scaled proportionately to an A2 card frame. You know, they fit better. They're that longer, narrower shape, but still nice and round. They really fit nicely. So really, really great one. Let me show you some cards. Actually, I have the hearts here. Let's show the hearts. All die cut out because there's so many. Look at all those. Actually, I think I have 2 sets here. I went heart crazy. But we can make up one. That's the largest one. So big, right? Let's push this up here a little bit. And then that one. Oh my gosh, they're so pretty all stacked up. I will never get over nesting sets. And then the last little guy, we'll do this one. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my gosh, I love it. So, so pretty. And that's just these nesting hearts. So there's the other cover plate die that's also included. And let me show you an example of that. We got this card here. You can see I use that cover plate to create that beautiful design on around the hearts. And then the hearts I just die cut out of colored cardstock, except for this one. I actually kind of made my own colored cardstock. And I turned into a shaker card. Isn't that fun? And these are those fancy die cuts. I just die cut the flowers out of colored cardstock and then Copic colored. Let's see if we can focus. Copic colored a little details, just a little bit of details on that. So pretty. And again, that sentiment's from that typewriter messages set. So a really beautiful die set. Love it. I'm going to be using that for a lot of things. Because again, I agree with you guys. Can't go wrong with hearts at all. Let me jump ahead real quick to the last 2 things included in the kit. And then I'll show you some more card samples because you can actually see one of them right here. Also included in the kit are some, and you know what? I'm going to have to open this. Mini clay hearts. Let me grab this. I'm going to put them in a little container so they're a little easier to see. Look at them. And obviously that's what's in my shaker card. But aren't they beautiful? Pink, red, and white. So pretty. And I use them in, whoops, my shaker card. So fun. And I also use them as embellishments. So great for shaker cards. Here's a second card where I use the pink hearts to add like little accents or embellishments here and there. This is another great example of that typewriter messages set where I stamped the butterfly almost like a watermark on my paper and then stamped my sentiment on top. You can also see my color layering flowers and leaves, the hearts in the background, and the radiating cover plate as well. And this is actually, there's actually a video for this card on Hero Art's YouTube channel, so you can check out how I made this card there as well. All right, and let me think. And if that wasn't enough, there's actually one more thing included in the kit, and that is a paper pack. There's a little paper pack included in this kit with some beautiful colored cardstocks. A lot of them you've seen on my cards. You have antique ivory. You have peony, ultra pink, azalea, Arctic mist, and 2 craft paper. 2 sheets of craft paper. These are 5.25. I'm sorry, 5.5. Sorry, 5.5 by 8.5 sheets. So half sheets. So lots and lots and lots. Yes, paper. I know, Maggie. So much included in this kit. It's a really, 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 really good value. So wonderful. So that is the card kit. Let me show you a couple more cards. Let's see. Here we go. And we have this beautiful card here. She just used, this is by Jennifer She's so amazing. She just used that typewriter messages stamp set for this whole card, except for the hearts, which she used the nesting hearts that you saw earlier. Also included in the kit. Beautiful little accent with one of the clay hearts. Love it. She's so clever in how she uses stamps and dies. And then we have this beautiful one. This is a great example of that nesting heart cover plate set. Love those. You can see one card on the left without the cover plate die used in the background, and then the card on the right uses that cover plate die. And so you see those beautiful radiating spokes. Really pretty. Love the different color choice. Nice to see it in different colors. This is by Karen. And then we have, this is actually the next product, so I'm going to hide that. Oh, we saw it too early. So that's all of the card kit. Amazing, right, guys? So good. Let me put this all away, and we will move on to the next subscription, which is the Fancy Die of the Month. And another really good release, or really good product. Let's move that on. Okay. And this one actually works really well with the card kit. They all do, but this one does particularly well, and I'll show you. Actually, I have to get some of my die cuts out to show you. Where did they go? Okay, there. Okay, so here's our typewriter. So this is the January Fancy Dies of the Month. All of these dies. There's an envelope, kind of the center of, I think, this set. Then a bunch of florals and foliage dies. Some single flowers, some leaves, some just leaves, some more flowers. So a bunch of dies. And there's also some sentiments. This one says sending, I think I've got it backward, upside down. Sending smiles, love. So you can say sending smiles, sending love. Could be great combined with the typewriter set, typewriter messages set, which I'm trying to grab. Where did it go? Here it is. The typewriter messages set. You could see them being combined together. I love a scripty sentiment with a more linear sentiment. Yes, and the cute little envelope. And I do have these die cuts. Let me pull those out. The envelope is super cute. Mindy made. Mindy, now I'm forgetting. Did you do the fancy die video? I'm forgetting now. My brain is seriously broken. The holidays have fried what little brains I had left. Mindy made 2 amazing videos, and Charlene made 2 amazing videos, both from our creative team with this release. So definitely check those out, because Mindy and Charlene are amazing. They make incredible videos, as you guys probably already know. So here's that envelope. So cute. But what I meant earlier with, or what I said earlier about how it works so well with the card kit is here's that paper from the card kit. It actually fits inside. Like what? What? Can you believe that? I mean, you'd have to have it cut shorter if you don't want it to be like so far extended. But I love that. That's so cool. So you can have the envelope with the typewriter. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Mindy, you can't remember. Oh. And of course, you can use the this die set all on its own. You don't have to use it with the card kit, but you could just fill this envelope with your flowers and leaves that you cut. I mean, look at how beautiful it's looking. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty already. And I just added a couple. Oh yeah, your stencil card was so beautiful. Oh, that's why, because you used it on, see, that's why I'm getting confused too. You used it on your card. I got it. So, oops, can't really see. I can see the contrast, but I know it's kind of hard to see it on camera, but there's some contrast there. I just inlaid the negatives. But here are the words die cut out, really pretty. So sending Smiles. Love that this die set also includes word dies. That's amazing. What a great value. So cute. Yes, I agree, Deb. This definitely could be used for all occasions. This one doesn't like feel as like only Valentine's focused. This could be used for lots of other things. Totally agree. Especially that little envelope. So cute. So really, really wonderful set. Lots of beautiful flowers. And let me show you a couple of cards created by our creative team with this wonderful set. I think that was Mindy's card. No, that was Charlene's. I'm going to stop talking because I'm so confused. And now my cat's going to be noisy, so you can hear her. Oh, it's Charlene's card. Here we go. Here's Charlene's beautiful card. She has that fancy die, or the fancy die of the month, or the, yeah, fancy die of the month. My brain broke. Right there in the corner, filled with the flowers. Love that. We also have this really pretty one by Jennifer. You can see she has a letter coming out of the envelope, letter or a card, and then also a bunch of flowers bursting out. So pretty. So I think, and her word dies for her sentiment. Really, really beautiful. Okay, let's see here. Let's move on. All right, let's put these aside. So that was the fancy die of the month of January. Grab my leaves that fell on the floor. Try not to lose anything. I give up on not making messes. That's impossible to do, but try not to lose anything. Let's move on to the clear set plus dies of the month. So the clear set includes this wonderful sentiment set, really beautiful sentiments. It's all available now. Yes, Deb, it's all available now. You can get it right now. And coordinating dies. So here's the clear set plus the coordinating dies. So this is the January clear set plus dies subscription of the month. And this one's specifically for January. Kind of said that weird and wrong. Sorry. Lots of sentiments in this. Sending you love. Hello, love. Love you. You're my person. You have my heart. You're the sweetest. In addition to those sentiments, there's also these really pretty kind of flourishes or florals as well. And there's dies for every one of the sentiments. So all 6 of those sentiments are, and dies for all of the flower elements as well. So let me show you a card created with this set. Let's see, where do I put this? So we'll put it here like that. There you go. And, oh, and I actually die cut all these out. So I'll pull these real quick. It's always nice to see the sentiments die cut out. So here's a couple. You have my heart. You're the sweetest. Hello, love. I love that one. You're my person. Sending you love. That's always a great one. Very good for this whole kind of writing, mail themed set, card themed set. Love you. And then the additional little flowers, leaves, little floral flourishes kind of things. And again, this set would work great with the card kit as well. You could definitely use these sentiments on the card kit. Let's see how some of them are going to be a little bit too big for your paper, but they would be really pretty, just kind of stamped out, die cut out. And I'm going to try to do this here again. Come on. There we go. And kind of just position to the side. But sending love works. That would fit on there. So cute. Oh my gosh, you guys. Look at how cute that is. I know it wouldn't make sense because you wouldn't typewrite or look like this, but I still think it looks cute. Definitely the smaller ones. So fun. And you can actually use this all on its own. You don't have to use this with the card kit either. We try to make all the subscriptions kind of coordinate with the card kit, but stand alone on their own. And here is a card that I created basically just with the January clear set plus dies of the month. You can see I went overboard with all of those little floral accents and kind of created my own frame. And the heart is actually from the card kit, but you could just use any heart you have. Really, really pretty. And my sentiment is from this stamp set as well. So really fun. Fun card. Definitely a fun one to play with. Yes, and I used it kind of like a frame, but I could see these just stamped, you know, just little accents next to your sentiment for a really pretty, kind of clean and simple card. Let's see if I can put one together. Like that. Look how cute that is. Just little accents. So fun. So really great set as well. That is the January clear set plus dies of the month. Let me quickly move on to our other subscription, which is the Cling of the Month. That over there. Here is our Cling of the Month. This is like a checkered heart design. Super cool. It's 6x6 red rubber cling. Let's peel back the cling part. And here it is stamped out. So not only do you have like checkered squares, you have the hearts, but the checkered design is actually made with text. So there's words inside the hearts, and then there's words outside the hearts in the opposite or adjacent square. So really, really unique design, really pretty for backgrounds. I love the contrast of these hearts and the squares. Really, really pretty. So I just stamped this in black, but let's see a couple cards. Oh shoot, I didn't show you cards for the last. We're going to see two cards here in this one. First, let me show you some cards with the sentiment set, the color or the clear set plus dies of the month. Where is that? Here it is. We have this one first by Natasha. You can see she made a fun heart background with one of the heart dies, and then had her sentiment and the flowers next to it. Super pretty, beautiful background, beautiful with that sentiment right on top. And now moving on to the Cling of the Month, which I just showed you, that checkered heart design. We have this one here by Jenny. Really pretty. She kind of did this ombre inking to the heart, checkered heart cling stamp set or stamp, and stamped her background. Also used a sentiment from the clear set plus dies of the month. And then here's our last one. This one's by Mindy. Here's this beautiful card she created. She used the envelope from the fancy dies of the month. Sentiment is actually a die I haven't showed you yet. We'll get to that later. It's one of our extraordinary extras. But you can see her beautiful checkered background with, I believe she stamped in like a pink ink, maybe azalea. And her flowers, again, that are from the card kit. Really, really pretty card, Mindy. She's so good. Very fun, guys, right? Really fun background, unique. I love the clings. They're always my favorite. Those are the ones I would get every time because I love background stamps. Okay, so that was the fourth subscription. The last one is the the layering stencil of the month. Here it is. It's a beautiful stencil set. There's 4 stencils that create that design. Each one of the stencils are labeled. It might not be able to pick up on camera, but there it goes. There's the stencil SKU, and then you'll see -1. So this is stencil number 1. There's 4 registration marks, making it really, really easy to line up your design. So it's 1, 2. Mine are a little dirty because I used mine. 3, and 4. So pretty. Love this set. Love this background. These layering stencils, cling stamps. They always have my whole heart. I love them so much. There's so much you can do with stencils. You can ink blend, like approach them with ink blending, making you use different colored inks for each layer to create a really beautiful background like you see here, or really pretty panel. But you can also incorporate paste, which is so cool as well. So you could add glitter paste or gold paste. Just a fun option to be able to do that with your, like another technique. So that's why I love stencils. They're so fun. Here's a card I created. I actually started with, here's the back side where I messed up. But I started with some colored cardstock, some peony cardstock. So that's something to keep in mind too, is you can actually ink blend on colored cardstock. It works especially well with light colored cardstocks. And then I just used 4 Hero Arts inks. I used, I believe, Ultra Pink, Raspberry Jam, Crimson, and my favorite, Fruit Punch, which is a reactive ink. But it has that lighter color, that kind of corally orangey red. That's my favorite. That color and pink, winner every time. But very simple card. Created that background. Oops. Created that background. Use the nesting hearts from the card kit. And the sentiment is also from the card kit, that Typewriter Messages clear stamp set. So very simple. I love this one. This might be my favorite card besides my shaker card that I created with this release. So pretty. Let me show you some other amazing cards. You actually saw one already, but I'll pop it back on the screen because I think it's a really clever way to use it, which is Charlene's card. You can actually see she just used 1 layer. This is actually stencil 3. So she just used stencil 3 and created a really fun, simple heart background for her card. So nice way to think, really clever way to think, where you don't have to use all of the stencils, because actually each stencil, I'm gonna pop back to my screen real quick. Oops, that's not right. Each stencil is actual completed hearts. You know, see, there's no partial hearts except for on the edges, but each stencil is heart. So I could definitely see the stencil right here, especially used all on its own for a background. So very, very cool. Even this one, I mean, right? Isn't that cool? You can use them all, just a single stencil too, or you can layer them all up to create very bold and beautiful backgrounds as well. So versatile, I think. Let's pop back over to another sample. Let's see, we have this one right here. Love the different color palette. This one feels kind of like hippy dippy to me, and I am there for it. I love it. She used the sentiment from the clear set plus dies, as well as some of the flowers from that stamp set as well. Really, really good card. I love this one by Rachel. Love it. Then we have this beautiful one. This one, I think she also did not use. This is by Lisa. She didn't use all of the stencils. I think she just used 2 stencils, because you see, I'm sorry, 3 stencils. I messed up. You only see 3 colors. You see a pink, a yellow, and a teal. So I think she just used 3 stencils. So another variation on this stencil set. And then we have this beautiful one by Mindy, of course. Mindy, I love your colors, and that splatter, that black splatter, has my whole heart. She finished this card with her sentiment from the clear set, Less Dies of the Month, and then an envelope from the Fancy Dies of the Month, and of course, the actual letter is created using the card kit. So really, really gorgeous. And I think I have one last one by Michelle. This was a fun one because she kind of used rainbow colors, very different, and actually doesn't feel Valentine's-y at all when you change the color palette like that. So very, very awesome layering stencil set. I love those layering stencils. This one definitely did not disappoint. A great one. All right. Okay. Moving on to, so that's actually all of the subscriptions. the whole studio. I'm not going to pull them all out because I just showed you all the products, but the whole studio, just to recap, I can put it on screen though. The whole studio, because I have a graphic, maybe if I can find things. That's not the whole studio. It is the whole studio. The whole studio includes all 5 subscriptions, the card kit, which was the upper kind of 2/3 of that graphic, all of that product that I showed you at the very beginning, and then each one of those additional subscriptions, the fancy die, the clear set plus dies, the cling, and the layering stencils. So that is the whole studio. That's also the 6th subscription option. So just throwing that out there because this is a really great release where everything works so well with each other. So I do want to make sure you know that that is available to get everything if that's something you want to do. Okay, let's pop back over to the comments. Now, there are some extraordinary extras that came out with this release as well. These, again, work well all on their own, or you can incorporate them with the card kit. They're a little bit more standalone, a little bit more all on their own, but still great products. There's a love note die and stamp. I can't wait to show you. I'm saving it for last. It's very cool. So first up, you know what? I don't have to take this out. First is the Lots of Love stencil. Very bold and graphic. 6x6 single stencil. So cool. Love this. I love word stencils because word stencils can actually be used, and I have this in upside down. So maybe I should fix this, pull it out because I got it messed up. There you go. That's how it should look. There's no reason why the stencil should be not legible. I had it put in upside down. But you can actually use these word stencils for your sentiment as well. So you can really stretch them if you want to. And I have a fun card here that I did just that. So here you can see I created a background. I simply ink blended an ombre background first. Then I put that Lots of Love stencil on top and ink blended with some lighter reds. This is basically my favorite, that fruit punch for the back, I don't know if you can see that offset. I ink blended that lighter red first. Then I offset my stencil. So just moved it slightly over to the right and up. And then ink blended with darker reds. So crimson and cranberry. And I love that look. It's so pops out, so dimensional, really, really cool. So easy to do. It's a very easy technique. And then I use the stencil as well to create my sentiment. I just applied some white Hero Wax over the stencil. I did do a little bit of masking, so I only had one word, one love, open, so I could apply the paste, or the wax rather, and finished it with a couple hearts, just a few hearts. Love this one. Is one of my favorites too. I love how this card turned out. It's very fun and graphic and bold, but still lots of color. So that is the Lots of Love stencil. And again, that stencil was all I used except for the hearts for that card. So cool. And then I have a beautiful card here by Kelly where she used it more for like a background. You can see she had it slightly tilted at an angle, which I think is so pretty. I guess I could keep the stencil out. Slightly tilted, and then did a little ombre. Really pretty. Used a heart that's part of another die set that I haven't showed you yet, and a word die or sentiment die that's also from a set I haven't showed you yet. So we'll get to that in just a minute. I'm going to see real quick. I think I have some creative team product or cards to share. I sure do. I have two. First up is this one by Charlene. Really pretty. I love how she blended this ombre, but she had it darker in the center and lighter towards the sides. It's really cool. It looks super cool with that different sized sentiments or different sized love repeating. Kind of like reminds me a little bit of Star Wars, where the words kind of fade up and it has that kind of look, and just is a cool, very, very cool. And then we have this beautiful card by Mindy. She also has like some color in her background, really pretty. Great use of the stencil just for a really lovely background. And then her focal point. So pretty. Let's move back here, put that away. All right. So next up is I forgot what this one called Heart. Let me think. Shoot, I forgot. I was going to remember. Love and Hearts, I think is what I call it. Yeah, Love and Hearts die set. There are 3 word, really they're sentiment dies because they're not just one word. 3 sentiment dies and a beautiful kind of heart focal point, multi-heart focal point. The first word die, let's flip them over. Even still, it's going to be hard to read. But this one is Be Mine. We have Love You and With Love. So 3 sentiments with that. And you saw the Love You already on Kelly's card. So pretty. And then I have a card here where I used that kind of arrangement of hearts as my focal point. I die cut it several times so it has lots of dimension. And then I die cut it out of 3 colored cardstocks, inlay the negative hearts into those kind of open heart designs or windowed hearts, and then added a little bit of, well, rather a lot of sparkle lacquer pen. So it has like some sparkle and shine. So really, really fun. And I actually separated the Be Mine, die cut it multiple times, and then just separated or fussy cut them so I could have more of a linear instead of stacked sentiment. That's a fun thing that you can do too with your word or sentiment die cuts. You can kind of break them up. And here's the Be Mine on Kelly's card stacked up so you can see how it looks originally, and then I kind of broke it up. And I loved how she used the hearts here around her sentiment. Very, very cute. Oh, Mindy said she used, that's very smart, Mindy. She said she used some of the negatives. So see, these would be the negative hearts here that I actually made in colored cardstock. She used them as little accents on some of her other cards or embellish some of her other cards. Yeah, they are a little thicker. Well, some areas are thinner, but these would be where I would put my foam adhesive. And actually, that's where I put my foam adhesive. Let's see if you can see. I kind of put it behind just those thicker parts. I have a 1/8 or an eighth, I should say, 1/8 of an inch thickness foam adhesive strip. I have it somewhere. My cat is so noisy. I don't know why she's so noisy today. Oh, I do have some. So this is super handy. That's 1/8, and I use that behind those thicker layers, the thicker areas. It just fits. And that's what I use for my foam adhesive. Just fit behind there, some of those spaces. Okay. And I have a couple of cards to share as well from the creative team. We have this one here. Beautiful one. This is by Sika. Loved. She used With Love. Worked so well with that love stencil. Really, really cute. And then we have this one by Michelle. This was cut out of glitter cardstock. So pretty. And it might be hard to tell from the photo, but she did die cut that kind of that heart die, that set of hearts. I shouldn't say set, that arrangement of bunch of hearts multiple times in her background, and to add some interest and texture, even though her background is beautiful and colored, looks kind of like watercolored. I love that. It almost looks like a an embossing folder. Very, very pretty. Okay, my cat is so noisy. I apologize. I don't know what she's noisy. Okay. Last little collection of products here. This is it. You guys have made it for the very end. I appreciate you guys sticking around. I know there's a lot. The last collection is a love note themed kind of a little, I would say technically 3 products, I'd say 2. But first up is this. This is one die. This is the Love Note Fancy die. Comes with this large die here that actually cuts out a very cool note card, like kind of like a card envelope combo all in one. It's very, very cool. I have some examples to show you. And there's also a little kind of heart, nesting heart. Some are scalloped, some are not. Little collection there to kind of embellish your folded note. And here's what it looks like. Let's see. So here's what that large die cuts out. It's very, very easy to fold it up. So easy. In fact, I'll do one on camera for you guys real quick. And then I just stacked up a bunch of colored cardstock die cuts with those hearts for really pretty embellishment. So cool. So that is all on its own. You could just use this, but there is a coordinating clear set and die set that you can make fun coupons that will go inside. Isn't that neat? So let me show you this stamp set. So you can get just the stamp set. This is and I apologize, mine being so dirty. Mine's stained because I used like the reddest ink with it. This is the Love Note Messages stamp set. And that's what you use to stamp all these sentiments and that little border. All the images on this diamond were stamped with that. And you can make it have tons of different sentiments. You can say, this one says, this coupon is good for a date night, and I have love you down there. This one says, this coupon's good for movie night and you and me. I thought that was cute, like movie night, just the two of us. And this one's good for anything you want, but there's even more than that, like chore-free day, just us day. I thought that's a cute one. And spa day. Please, somebody make me this coupon. Movie night, breakfast in bed, another really sweet one. Date night. So fun, right? And there's some lips that have XOXO, kisses, the hearts. So cute. So that is kind of the clear set that goes with this. You can purchase the combo, which includes, or bundle, I should say, rather. The bundle, the Love Note Messages bundle, which includes this clear set and coordinating die. And the die is what I use to actually cut out this rectangle. No, this is a square, Shannon. This square or diamond that fits inside perfectly with that love note. And there's even some additional dies like these hearts. I used, I believe, this heart actually on, where is it? My Lots of Love card. Yeah, I used that die to cut those hearts for that card as well. So cute. They work with that heart right there. Heart die obviously works with these larger solid hearts. And I just noticed I got a big old hair stuck in there. Classic Channin. And then the lip die goes with those two lip stamps. So super cute. Yeah, a really fun idea. I was really excited about this. Let's pop these in because they're so fun to put in. So you put a coupon in. Cute. And so easy to fold. And I'll die cut one real quick. And I have another one here. This one's the breakfast in bed one. And here's one that I've got kind of glued shut so you can see what it looks like all closed up. Here's ones that Kelly made. She did some heat embossing. So pretty with the heat embossing. And she flipped her design around. See, I have the little dots here. She has them down here. And she even turned this into a card. So she put the love note on a card. I thought that was such a cool idea. It's almost like an interactive card. You could hide something inside. How fun is that? I now want to make a card out of this too. Oh, thanks, Deb. But yeah, very, very cool set. Love it. And let me real quick die cut this out because I want to show you guys how simple this really is. A lot of times you have the dies that, oh, here we go. We'll use this paper from the card kit. A lot of times you have these dies that make score lines, but the score lines often never seem that deep enough that you can actually just kind of fold on, but this actually will. I was shocked. I was like, oh my gosh, this actually does, like, you don't have to like go in and fold, reinforce the score with your scoreboard. So I have to talk about that because it's pretty awesome. So I'm going to die cut this out with my platinum real quick. Let's move this on screen because this is too far away for me to reach. Oh my gosh, a Ghirardelli chocolate. Yes, it will fit. I know it will. But if I had one here, I would put it in. But I'm certain it will fit. Okay, but that's a great idea. So there, I just die cut it out. Ooh, that made me so hungry. I'm going to have a little treat right after this live. But you can see the lines there all made. Very easy. There's 3 folds on each side, and they're very easy to make. I'm going to grab my score tool just so I can. I'm not going to like reinforce the score line. I don't have to do that. The die does a beautiful job. We're going to do 2 valley folds on the diagonals, and the what would you call this? The perpendicular fold is going to be a mountain fold. So 2 valley. Oh, thank you, Cheryl. I hope you're enjoying checking out this release. So there's a valley fold on the diagonal. You see, I didn't have to. It folds just so easily. I'm only using my score tool just to kind of reinforce. I could just use my finger. You know what I mean? I don't have to. I just prefer doing my folds with a score tool. So 2 valley folds. Valley folds just mean they fold in on itself like that. And then this line right here is going to be a mountain fold. So it's going to fold kind of away. And once you do that, you've got one half done. Look at that. Just popped in place. So easy. Now I'll repeat that on the other side. A valley fold on the diagonal. 1, 2. And then this one will be a mountain fold. And then just kind of like pops in pretty easily. And there it is. Look at that, guys. So easy, right? So easy. Now I definitely want to make a card. I think that was so brilliant of Kelly. I want to make a card with it. It'd be great with the other things like the flowers from the card kit. That'd be so cool. You could even have some like on some of the folds. So it really is like almost like an explosion when you open it. So fun. Okay, that is everything. That was all the extraordinary extras. Oh, do I have any samples to share? Let me see if I have any samples of the Love Note fancy die. What is the overall size of the paper? Well, great question. Let me measure it for you. I know it's smaller than 8.5 because I cut it on a paper that was 8.5 and had some left over. This is 8 inches. So just a little bit shorter than 8.5, but it'll work on half sheet. So that's 8 inches. Long ways, short ways, it is 4 inches. So 8x4. And when it's folded up, it becomes a square that's, well, a little bit tricky. Let's see, 1/8 of an inch less than 3, so 7/8. So 2 7/8 square is what it folds up to be. So cute. When do you think we will get, Pamela, I hope really soon. I'm really sorry about the delay on the kits, guys. It's been one thing after the other. They switched to a new software system for the warehouse that kind of tracks all of the quantity of the products, and they switched over right when Hero Arts came on, and that just really took longer, I think, than everybody expected, and was more challenging, I think, than everybody expected. So I think very, very soon, there, and then to add insult to injury, their an inventory is happening, and that is also taking a longer too. So I'm certain once these things are done, which I think the warehouse software thing is finally a little bit over that hill. Now this inventory thing or almost over that hill. So very, very soon you should be getting your December kit, and January will be coming shortly after that. So I apologize, guys. You all have been so patient, and I appreciate you guys so much. I know this has been quite annoying for you guys, and I can only imagine. So I appreciate you. Yeah, thank you, Deb. Yeah, it's just I appreciate you guys being patient. They're really trying. It's just been such a nightmare over there for them, and I know they're working really hard to try to get these out as soon as possible. And you guys have just been so wonderful being patient, and I, like I said before, this is just a short-term thing. Eventually this will be out of the way and things will be back to normal, where you get them very, very quickly, or fairly quickly, like within a week, just depends. So appreciate you guys. Let's pop back to my other camera forward. Are there any other questions? Yeah, it's a great kit. The whole January release is amazing. The card kit is just gorgeous. I really encourage you, actually, it's a great, I remembered, check out the blog hop. There is a giveaway. Apparently we're having some problems with our blog right now. It's just one thing after another. So you can't leave a comment on our blog, but be sure to leave comments along the stops on the blog hop, because that's how you can possibly win a $50 gift certificate. Could be applied to any of these products that you see that I shared today. And again, they're all available right now, so definitely check that out. There's a bunch of videos that came out yesterday and today on our YouTube channel as well, so check those out. Some featuring the card kit, others for the other subscriptions by Charlene and Mindy, so look at those, and I hope you enjoy them, and just, yeah, I hope you love this release. And thank you guys so much for sticking around. I know this was a long one, and for your patience again. And Deborah asks, in order to get the heart stencil, do you have to join the stencil club? Yes, I'm afraid, Deborah, but you can end, like you can do it just this month and end. So you're not like, you don't have to sign up for multiple months, but you do have to sign up to get just that one. If you just want to do a one and done, you do have to sign up, but you can cancel before the next month. So you can do that. Kelly said, we survived COVID. We can survive these days. Well, thank you, Kelly. Yes, we will get better. It will get better. Unfortunately, it's been one thing after the other, and it's just kind of snowballed. So I know they're working really hard to get it back. Is there any questions? Other ones? Next month, you have to make sure to tell them if you want a reoccurring subscription. Yes. Let's see. Pamela had a question. Let's see. Pamela said, and next month, I called today and they haven't even shipped it yet. Oh, Pamela, I'm so sorry. And it's so crazy because some people are getting their things shipped and others are like somehow caught up in I really apologize. That's just not how it should be. It's just not how it should be. I don't have any, that's just bad. So hopefully very, very soon they'll get that out to you. Yeah, I apologize. It's just rough. It's like Spellbinders, you get emails to remind you about subscription that helps me cancel if I want. Oh, that's good. Yeah, if you can always cancel. You don't have to continue your subscription. You can always cancel. So, which is good. I know not everybody loves subscriptions, which I understand. All right. I made an order for Black Friday and it's the same. Oh, like delayed? Oh no. Yeah, they are really under the water, I think, right now. Hopefully very, very soon, Pamela. I'm hoping very, very soon. Yep, Deb says it's very easy to cancel. It is pretty easy to cancel. Yeah, you can email, they cancel. And they share early. They share what the new the next month's product. There we go. That's how you say it, Jen. They share the next month's product, like a peek of it, around the 27th. So kind of towards the end of the month. The first is when you get charged for the new subscription. So you have that like little, you can always cancel before the first and before the 27th, but you have, just in case if you want to see what's coming up next month before you cancel, you have that window of time between the 27th and the 1st to kind of see what's coming and then cancel if you want to. They say on the website to expect long delays. They will catch up and try to be patient. Yeah, they're just, they unfortunately, it was two big things that slowed everything down. And these things turned out to be even bigger than I think they even realized. They knew it was going to slow things down, but I think they underestimated how much it was going to slow things down. So I just apologize. I'm so sorry, guys. It's just, it stinks. I know it's not fun to have to wait around, especially if you've been waiting since December or since Black Friday. That stinks. That just stinks. So I appreciate you guys being patient. I understand. I know that's just not fun. All right. I'm not seeing any more comments. Thank you guys so much. I will see you again live for a make along towards the end of the month, before the 27th. I think I have it on my calendar. That's the next live I'll be doing, where I create with, oh yeah, it'll be January 26th. So just before the 27th, I'll actually create a card. Hopefully you guys will have products. I'm going to put all my good energy and vibes towards you guys getting your products. Hopefully you'll have your January products in hand by then, so you can maybe create along with me in the make along. So Sunday, January 26th, I'll be creating 2 cards, 1 card with the card kit and 1 card with one of the other subscriptions. I'm not sure which one right now I'm going to do yet, but definitely one with the card kit. And all that info will be on our blog the Thursday before, so you can actually get the instructions, get the product, get your products together, what you're going to use, so you can actually make along with me. So I hope I see you guys then, and I'm hoping again that they get those products out to you, and you might actually have them in hand by the 26th. But thank you guys so much. Again, thank you for your patience. You guys are wonderful, and I will see you on January 26th for the make along. Bye, everyone. Thank you.